At first glance, the Lodox scanner definitely looks like something out of a sci-fi TV series. But this sleek piece of medical equipment can be found in trauma units around the world, and also in the hit medical drama show Grey's Anatomy.
Lodox is an X-ray machine. What's changed with the Lodox is firstly the very low dose that it has, which means it's much safer for pregnant women or for babies, where we no longer have to worry about radiation doses. And the second is the speed. The X-ray itself takes 13 seconds. The sooner we know what injuries you have, the quicker we can treat them and the better you'll do.
Because of SA's high incidence of violent crimes, our local trauma units require the best technology available, including high-speed full-body X-ray.
The nature of South African trauma is a lot of people get shot and so on. It's quite difficult to find a bullet. You know where the hole is, but you don't know where the bullet is. Now, conventionally, that means you've got to do what we call a pan X-ray. You have to start at the top and go to the bottom. The radiation is huge. Because the Lodox does it anyway, and we have an instant picture of where every piece of metal is. We know where the bullets are even before the patient has hit our resuscitation trolley.
The Lodox company has been in operation for just over a decade. Oddly enough, the company didn't start up as a medical technology manufacturer, and the first scanners were designed for an entirely different purpose.
Hi, Christian, lovely to meet you. Is it safe to say that this piece of equipment once started off as a bit of a rough diamond?
Essentially, in the late 80s, early 90s, De Beers diamond mines suspected that perhaps they were losing diamonds off their mines. So they commissioned a team of engineers, and they said to them, we need something that scans our miners coming off. They needed it to be really fast because you've got hundreds of miners coming off at the same time. At the same time, very, very good quality because you were looking for tiny diamonds concealed within a body. But also, very importantly, if you're giving someone a radiation dose every day, it needs to be a very low dose. While they were doing the FDA approvals in Groote one of the very clever guys said, but hold on a second, if you take the upright monitor scanner and you turn it horizontal, do we not get a medical use? And that's essentially how the machine was born.
These machines aren't only used in emergency room settings. High-speed full-body imaging helps forensic pathologists by reducing the time taken to complete autopsy examinations, and can also be used to identify victims where necessary.
Sure, that was quick, eh? So now tell me, how did you manage to get this amazing machine onto an episode of Grey's Anatomy?
Well, Lisa, we're actually quite fortunate. We have an installation at LA County Hospital, where Grey's Anatomy is shot in LA. And the trauma doctors there basically told them, if you don't have one of these machines in your ER, it's not good enough. And then they gave us a call and said, please, we'd like to use your machine on the show.
The appearance on the show created a buzz around the machine, with internet users rushing to find out more about the high-tech X-ray.
So what does the scan really show you?
If I'm a trauma doctor, I've gotten my scan now.
Yeah.
I can choose to zoom into the skeletal structure, in other words the bones, okay? Or I can choose to look at the soft tissue. So it allows you to see whether there's a collapsed lung. You can see massive poolings of blood, so you know that there's an internal organ that's been hit there. And at the same time, we can also see on the spine whether there's been any compression fractures, anything that now needs to be taken to a CT.
Well, you should feel really proud because this is a proudly South African product and it's efficient, effective, and it looks beautiful.
Absolutely. We've won a couple of good design awards internationally. And I mean, we're South Africans. We do things right. When we put ourselves to something, we have the knowledge, we have the innovation, and this is the result of it.
Once again, our nation proudly steps up in the field of healthcare to bring innovation and improved treatment to the world, thanks to awesome machines like Lodox.